The Bible said the seeds that you sow while you here, they must come up under your feet because it's your crop. You sowed it.
Hey there. How you doing? I got something for you.
It's tea time!
Tragic news, ladies and gentlemen. It is being reported that popular Atlanta-based mukbang content creator Living Life in Positive Serenity, aka LLIPS, whose real name is Bradley Jones, was unalived by his husband, Cameron Hefner, aka Production. Okay. Now, the couple, they were together for 18 years and they were married for 6 years. In fact, they actually celebrated their wedding anniversary last month on March 26th with a live stream together right here in these YouTube streets. Now, if I am being completely honest with all of you, I do not know much about LLIPS, as I am not someone who watches mukbang videos. However, I will say this: while preparing to cover this, tragic story, I did watch some of his videos, and LLIPS seemed to have a really, really nice, positive, and uplifting spirit. And his nails, honey, his nails were always on point. Okay. Now, based off of the official police bookings report, Production assaulted his husband LLIPS, and then he proceeded to unalive his husband with a knife and a firearm. Because as you see right there on the screen, his official charges, well, they tell the story. And what we can also see is that this tragic incident most likely took place on April 17th, 2025, as you guys can see, was the day that Cameron, aka Production, was arrested. Now, I want to be crystal clear. Just because Cameron was arrested on April 17th, that doesn't mean the incident took place on April 17th. Some people, they commit crimes like this. They commit crimes like this, and they either go on the run and then they get caught a couple of days later, or they commit a crime like this and they lock themselves inside with the body until an odor starts to form, and then the neighbors call the police for a wellness checkup. Or some people commit the crime and they get locked up on the very same day that they committed the crime. Now, cousins, I wasn't there. Y'all weren't there. Okay. So at this time, I can only go based off of the facts that I have presented, to all of you, and the facts that were presented to me. And the facts say the booking arrest date for Production was April 17th, 2025. Now, I do know that the latest video that LLIPS uploaded to YouTube was on April 12th, 2025. So this incident could have taken place anywhere between April 12th to April 17th, 2025. Now, personally, I'm going to assume that the incident took place on April 17th because I feel like it was a loud incident. I feel like they were tussling. They were fighting. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like Production, well, he was losing the fight. Okay. So he grabbed a knife. And when that knife didn't put LLIPS down, he proceeded to then grab a firearm, which ultimately unalived LLIPS. Now, once again, I am not someone who knows much about these people. I am only relaying the facts that I came across via the official police booking of Cameron, aka Production. Now, let's talk pure speculation. While reading comments from online viewers of these people, I've read a couple of comments that said that apparently, allegedly, Production has showed up on camera a couple of times with black eyes and a swollen face, which would indicate that he was allegedly, possibly being abused by LLIPS. LLIPS allegedly was dotting Cameron's eye. Hey! But according to the people who left those comments, those videos would get quickly taken down. So that's not real credible information. Once again, it is pure speculation. Okay. Now, other comments were saying that both men were actually violent towards each other at times. Okay. Ciao. And then other comments said that production actually had a substance abuse problem, which would then lead to violence. I don't know, but based off of several comments, domestic violence seemed to be a big factor and the ongoing theme within their relationship. According to the general public in the online comment section. Okay, don't come for me. This is pure speculation. I was not there. I'm just reading the comments. So if you are a fan of LLIPS, okay, I'm not saying that LLIPS was an abuser. Okay, I don't know. I'm just going through the comments. I'm trying to put the pieces of the puzzle together. Okay, now, at this time, the full details surrounding LLIPS' untimely demise at the hands of his husband, Cameron, aka Production, they have not been released yet outside of, the police bookings report that, we spoke about earlier in this video. And LLIPS' family, his family, they seem to be keeping things very, very private at this time, which is understandable, all things considered. However, his sister, Nikisha Jenkins, did have this to say to the public. Take a look.
Hello, everyone. I am Bradley, LLIPS' sister. My name is Nikisha Jenkins. As you know, we lost our brother. Everyone is asking for the family to address the situation. We are still grieving, but I'm here to clear some of the air because I do not like the rumors. I do not like the ad-libs of what people think happened. No one was there, but I'm here for the family, and we will address what needs to be addressed until a trial is done.
Woo, child. Listen, being unalived in general is horrible on any scale, but being unalived by someone who you spent, 18 years with together in a relationship is diabolical. Hey, like, this incident is so unfortunate because LLIPS, my guy had plans. Okay. My guy had plans to travel to Washington, D.C. in May for his niece's graduation. And, LLIPS, he was making overall positive changes to his lifestyle, and he had so many plans to fill up his calendar with events after events after events because, since suffering a heart attack, LLIPS, he came to the realization that life is so short. And at the time of his unalivement, he was in the mindset of fully embracing his life and living it to the fullest. So it's extremely sad that it was cut short in this way by someone he loved so, so very much. My thoughts and prayers go out to LLIPS' daughter, his family, his friends, the whole Mukbang community right here on YouTube, and to his huge online following. May he rest in peace.
Since I've had the heart attack, it's like I'm wanting to fill up the entire calendar of everything I can do, anytime I can do it. It's like I just want to do everything. Since I had the heart attack, it's like I do not want to sit around and waste no time and doing nothing no more. I got like the Leah Hunt.
Can we quickly touch on the domestic violence of it all? Okay. If this is the case, because, like his sister, Nikisha Jenkins said, she's waiting for the trial. Nobody was there. I wasn't there. Believe it or not, you guys weren't there. I know. Y'all like to think y'all were there, but you weren't there. Okay. And we know what the police booking says. We know what the guy was charged with, but you know what they say, innocent until proven guilty. The man deserves a fair trial, okay? So like LLIPS' sister Nikisha Jenkins said in her statement, her public video that we just watched earlier, in this video, we're gonna wait until the trial, to really see the things. But let's just say this is a real domestic violence situation. Let's talk really quickly Okay. Because since I am a till death do us part kind of guy. If and when I get married. Okay. The day that I get married, because it's going to happen for me. The day that I get married, I am a till death do us part kind of guy. I really do believe that relationships they have, their ups and downs, and life, life has ebbs and flows, and most things, in my humble opinion, can be worked out through proper communication, prayer, compromise, and with a good therapist on standby. On standby, and not a couples therapist, even though those are good too, but a therapist for you. And whoever your partner is, they should have a therapist as well. It's good to process everything going on in life with someone and to fully heal your inner chico, aka your inner child. Okay, if your inner child needs healing, and let's be honest, most people walking God's green earth, they have an inner child that's not fully healed. Okay, yes, I'm talking to you. However, I say all of that to say this. Although I am a till death do us part kind of guy, once physical abuse shows up, I'm out of the door. Deuces. Once you try to dot this face, bink, bink, I gotta go. You see this face? You try to what? This face? Not this face. Not this face. Hey, I'm out the door. And apparently, these two have allegedly they've had some physical altercations, according to the people in the comments. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. But so if you are someone out there going through any form of domestic violence, please, 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 please get out. Please leave. Do not make any excuses, because you will never leave with that mindset. It starts with it was only one time. Then it turns into, but they love me and they promised they would never do it again, which then turns into, once we have kids, they will change, which then turns into, we fight each other, but not in front of our kids. Y'all get my point. Now, that message was for the people who are able to leave but choose to stay. And when I mean they are able to leave, I'm talking about the people who have their own place, their own money, protection, a big family, yada, yada, yada. Like the people who have the means to leave at any moment without, repercussions, but they choose to stay. To those people, leave, get out, run right now. Now, to those of you out there who can't just leave because the person that you're with, they will stalk you, harass you, make your life a living HELL, or they threaten to unalive you if you leave, or harm your children if you guys have children together if you leave, or if you are dependent on them financially and you can't leave. You know what I mean? Because there are a lot of people who do want to leave their abusive relationships, but they are kind of stuck. And I say kind of stuck because, believe it or not, you can always get out. But these particular people would have to plan their escape, which is extremely, extremely unfortunate. No one alive walking God's green earth should have to plan their escape to freedom. But sadly, there are people out there who can't just get up and go, and they do have to plan their escape. So don't think I'm just sitting here saying, oh, it's super easy to leave a domestic violence situation, because I know for a lot of people, it's not as easy to leave, okay, as some people might make it out to be. And I'm sure those people, they are beyond sick and tired of people saying to them, baby, just leave. Baby, get out. Like, sis, if it was that easy, I would have left, I don't know, 3 years ago. Like, we have a child together and this fool threatened to unalive the baby. You know what I mean? Like, the mental health decline in this country needs to be studied. But moral of the story is, if you are someone in a abusive domestic violence situation, get out. If you need to make a plan, make a secret plan and then get out. Either way, I don't want to hear, but I love him though. Girl, no. No, that's not love, honey. That's control. That's manipulation. And sometimes that's really, really good sex. Okay, I'm just saying. I understand. I get it. I know. When you got that good thing hitting on you, you know what I'm saying? You got the and it's really, really good. And he dot your eye pink. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, I want to leave Tyrone, but Tyrone got that good stick. You know what I mean? And believe it or not, good sticks aren't easy to come by. Like, don't get it twisted. You can have sex is real easy to get, okay? But the good sex, good luck, okay? Good luck, okay? Because it's rough out here in these streets. So I get it. When you land that good, I'm talking about the good stuff, okay? But you wow, type of, you know what I'm saying? I get it. But you still gotta go. Okay, buy you a vibrator. Okay, get you a vibrator for you. Just either way, get out. Now, once again, I don't know if LLIPS and production, I don't know if they were really in a domestic violence situation, but if production really did unalive that man, which according to the official police bookings, he did, then it's clear they were in a domestic violence situation. And this whole incident is extremely, extremely unfortunate. Rest in peace once again to LLIPS. Ladies and gentlemen, what are your thoughts on this horrible, tragic situation? What do you guys think happened? Please sound off in the comment section below. And before you leave, make sure to like, subscribe, and share all things TTB Network. And cousins, please remember, at the end of the day gotta end.